there was a thing named the Dread Act law in Dominica. And maybe I will be you not going to believe this, but I don't know where you get information from, what it's about. Maybe like how you have a computer now, you can Google whatsoever may I say. In the 70s, a law was passed in Dominica that anybody who have locks on them head can be arrested without any warrant or anything. As a matter of fact, it even go farther that if you kill one of them not going to charge you for no murder neither. It's a law that was legitimized by the government of Dominica that claims say all persons who have them here in the locks, dreadlocks, according to them, should be arrested, even if them in them house, take them out and carry them go to jail and prison. He was a working youth. Working youth. And them fighting with a spliff. A spliff, you know. But me not hear them say nothing about that. Them fighting with a spliff and lock him up among some man where them head no good. And now the virgin, well, 10 years ago the virgin dead. And them still a try case. Them still a try the case. It's to celebration, Rastafari celebration that will be held in Jamaica this weekend. We're talking about one in St. James, and I think the next one is in Chilani. Now, the government, I don't know how much of them know that, but there was a stipulation about the use of ganja amongst Rasta as a sacrament, and it was agreed that there will be a lifting of discrimination against ganja as it is relating to Rastafari cultural expression, sacramental expression. I don't know how much police know this. Now, the way I mentioned, tomorrow one start, tomorrow one in the weekend, is that if a celebration, Rasta keep a celebration in a Montego Bay, and the man who supply the herbs that come from St. Thomas, and there's enough herbs to supply the whole of Rasta them there. I go up on the beach, because Walter Fletcher beach, it a keep. Him have to carry it. Him have to carry it with him. From St. Thomas was clear there, from Westmoreland or clear Walter Fletcher beach. And more than likely police are going to stop him. And more than likely I'm going to tell the police, say, watch out, this is for the Rastafari celebration we keep. And more than likely I'm going to say, then oh, you have so much. You must say, oh, you mean oh, you have so much. It's to supply the whole anniversary celebration. Now, all the police now go take that. And the Rasta man go plead to him and say, but the government say, him now go agree with it, and a whole heap of them don't agree with it. Because man go in front of judge and judge say foolishness that. So how we going to get it crossed to these people who is police and soldier and all these people that you can't keep stopping Rasta for ganja because the government say it's not illegal to carry ganja to an area that is recognized as a sacramental area for Rastafari groups and organizations. I want to say more about it, but it's time for the news, a news time.
4 people have been killed in St. Elizabeth since the start of the year. The latest incident occurred in Nain last evening. Dead is 29-year-old bar operator Letitia Green, otherwise called Latty of Letitz. Reports are that at about 9:42 p.m., Green was near a bar when gunmen opened fire hitting her and another woman. The two wounded people were taken to hospital where Green was pronounced dead and the other woman treated. Investigations are ongoing. $2 million has been donated to the Caribbean Christian Center for the Deaf to fund a rainwater harvesting and supply system at its campus in Manchester. This is a critical boost for the school, which serves over 100 children, teens and young adults who are deaf. The donation was made through a partnership with the Digicel Foundation, Reset Project 2025 and the Rescue Package Foundation. It comes after more than 2 years of water challenges that forced the school to spend nearly $800,000 annually purchasing water. In a statement, campus manager Trudy Powell explained that the school had considered sending students home due to the lack of water. The new system will allow the center to collect over 100,000 gallons of water during the rainy season. It will also support a return to farming. In news overseas, France's president says he will set up a commission to study the impact of a huge debt imposed on Haiti in exchange for its independence 200 years ago. Emmanuel Macron said the panel of French and Haitian historians would make recommendations to help build a more peaceful future. Haiti gained independence from France in 1804, but in 1825, France ordered that the former colony pay 150 million gold francs to compensate French slave owners and secure an end to hostilities. That sum was later reduced to 90 million gold francs. The debt, which was not paid off until 1947, contributed to Haiti becoming one of the poorest and most unstable countries in the Americas.
Yeah, we're there with you. We're talking about the ganja situation and the Rastafari thing. And moving ganja from one place to the next to satisfy a celebration of Rastafari, of the Rastafari community as it's related to them sacrament. So the argument is this: the government declared that we don't hear Dr. Holness come out and say to the public or to this police that them really did say this to the Rastafari community. And them say you can't have five stalk of ganja in a yard. According to that, I don't know if them are wait for the next government, because I think it was under the government with Golden. We talk about the amount of ganja one can have in a them yard plant. Now, what is going to happen? Is it going to happen continuously so that every time Rasta move ganja from one place to the next to a sacramental space, it will be interrogated and arrested and charged for ganja? Why the government not declaring, coming out and saying this supposed to be do away with? And to them I call upon the government to do that. Maybe none of them now listen to me, but it's time now them stop persecute Rasta for ganja, because Bustamante did say it a mad them and appear mad people that smoke ganja. And now we see the whole world that smoke ganja and I make money off of ganja. And we there so a backslide with it. Why is it that we must go through all of this madness and we must come and rage or attack it? Like say, you know, nobody don't know what me I say. Or come nobody don't know what me I say. Them have a list of people in them gazette of places where Rasta is allowed to use ganja in those spaces. I have the gazette here. I did read out the gazette and all the places that them put there. To say Rasta can use ganja there. So how is it that we still are going through this persecution feat? How is it that we are going through this persecution? We will continue to do it so. And meanwhile the other country them, even smaller islands, take it up on them head for give Rastafari space to even plant the ganja. A man still have to sing about ganja like say, or some fentanyl or some madness. Why have to stay away there in a Jamaica, the land where popularized the thing? Rasta has done more projection of Jamaica and its cultural expression than any other group in our Jamaica. Rastafari, at least you can't give credit for that. And a whole heap of them songs we want to jump up to, where the whole world cling to, where Bob Marley I tell millions to, was written over pure ganja. Man a draw chalice and smoke out the place like you can't even see them the way the amount of ganja smoke a blow. And them write good songs that you and your family and your friend them can come and sing to it and a jump to it. So how not jump to it and a sing to it and a go like say, as some idiot people will be. How that possible? Oh, we are idiot. Oh, we become an idiot. Because we not do where we say we must do. And we are talking about ganja. We are talking about ganja. And whole lot of people don't want to hear it. The church people, them don't want to hear it. But them have for them little thing too, where them are do. That is the problem. Anyway, we stand by for the supreme venture promotion of what them call it, cash pot. The subject of Rastafari and the ganja and how the persecution of Rastafari is continuing in light of what them come to understand, what in light of the government. And the government we have to talk to. The government say it is necessary and important that we really allow the Rastafari brethren and sisters to really use marijuana for special purposes. And one of the purposes is to have ganja in your possession. Anytime we're having a celebration in what them call use space, meaning that they designate certain spaces where you can use it. You know, I go stand up in the middle of half a tree and I draw a chalice. Even though them say we're mad, but nobody not mad that way there. We do it very respectfully in the confines of a Rastafari brethren and sister in there. And the problem with it is that you have to get it to the place where you want to use it. You have to, because most of the places where Rastafari keep things, no ganja, no plant there. Because police will come, they come thief it. What me say? The Rasta them no plant ganja, which part them a keep them celebration. Police will come, they come thief the ganja. And we there, so now I say, where is the argument that was put forward to allow the Rastafari version and sistering? And in light of what is going to take place this weekend here, we are talking about tomorrow and the next day. Are we going to say, man, I get old because he might ride a bike with a crocus bag on him back, on the back of the bike, or him have a duffel bag with a whole heap of ganja in there. And when him tell you, say, he might go out, what them call the place, you know. Walter Fletcher Bleach, a long time, we don't go down there so to you know. We are going to go down there though. Walter Fletcher Bleach, going to have Rastafari brethren and sisters descending on that place to commemorate the cruel and wickedness that was perpetrated against Rastafari in 1963 by the then Prime Minister, Sir Bustamante, the national hero of Jamaica, who says Pierre mad is mad, them mad. Rasta are mad people. And we're still there. I contribute to the expression of Rasta of Jamaica. You know, see them put Bob Marley picture in a tourism office with a big spliff in their mouth. They make a movie about the Rasta man. And we're there still after all them discrimination and this and this and that. So why we have to continue to go under the feet of these guys with this ganja discrimination? A man like me, no smoke ganja. And a 2 times I go to jail for ganja. And believe it or not, me never have none for me. I tell you. 2 times I go to jail for ganja. And me no smoke ganja. Never, ever, 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 ever. No care where your people want to say. Me I tell you that on the radio live. Me never smoke ganja yet. I don't even know if I build a spliff. And me go there. Me go to jail for ganja. I go to court and all them something there. And madness. So me I tell you, say, one of the guys in the high place, we don't need to stop it. Because someone who smoke ganja, 60 man in the house in a parliament, and someone who smoke ganja too. Wally Pound smoke ganja.
Irie FM, I dey lick that.
Yes. So I carry you back into some history. Because this is the time when the Rastafari remember a whole heap of the atrocities that was done. Not only in Jamaica. Because in the 70s, in the 1970s, there was a thing in the Dread Act law in Dominica. And maybe a whole heap of you not going to believe this, but I don't know where you get information from what it's about. Maybe like how you have a computer now, you can Google whatsoever may I say. In the 70s, a law was passed in Dominica that anybody who have locks on them head can be arrested without any warrant or anything. As a matter of fact, it even go farther that if you kill one of them not going to charge you for no murder neither. It's a law that was legitimized by the government of Dominica that claims say all persons who have them here in the locks, dreadlocks, according to them, should be arrested, even if them in them house, take them out and carry them go to jail and prison, lock them up. That was a law. Little Dominica. The Dread Act law, them call it. The Dread Act law, yes. In the 1970s. I remember that because my daughter, the just born. Yes. So it's not like, say, we never got through a whole heap of things in other places. The locks was seen as a no-no to the societies. The societies. I remember a youth come to me and tell me, say, his mother say, I bet I'm going to turn a gay than go turn Rasta. You hear me say? Him come on my shop and I sit down with me and I talk to me. Him say, mother say, I bet I'm going to turn gay than go turn Rasta. This is a little uptown youth too, you know. Why? And we survive all of that because them that trim Rasta left to right in a 1966. When I say 1966. 1966 was when I started come here. 1963 me I talk about. Anywhere you find them, trim them, beat them, make them go into them senses. 1963 was a terrible time in the annals of Rastafari history in Jamaica, where Rasta couldn't walk on the road. Rasta couldn't walk on the road. And you have to understand why we stayed away. Because no other group of people in Jamaica go through where Rasta go through. To maintain them liberty, them culture, and them spiritual arguments. Nobody know why hear what you are saying. And furthermore, the thing with the on your head, what that? What that? Yet still these people reading the Bible, you know. Them reading the Bible says Samson did have locks. And Moses did have locks. And all the judges in the Bible supposedly did have locks. But they never think about that because I come right in front of them now. Right in front of them, them come see where them I read about, but can't believe, say, I saw it stay. The black heart man, them used to say, we'll take picnic, go up Warwick Hill and sacrifice the picnic. No, I tell you, Rasta, them used to say we'll sacrifice picnic. Me never there a long time, because in the 80s, the 70s, and in the 60s when I got to school, I started sight Rasta. And when my locks start grow, you see picnic run from me. Run from me. Mother tell them must stay in them yards, one of them a pass there. And that's not a long time, well, my long time to most of them who listen to me, but to me it's not a long time ago. When picnic used to run from me. And the humiliation, dirty Rasta, nasty Rasta, you know, ear of lice in it and all sort of thing. 1963, Rasta was crucified. Crucified. And guess what? Was still there. Can't get you out, you know. Can't get you out. This is 1 year after Jamaica claimed independence. 1 year after. Jamaica said the 6th of August 1962 was independence. In a time like this, in 1963, when people are talking about Good Friday, them crucify Rasta. It started from the Holy Thursday too. The war, I don't start no war. The fight against Rastafari start from Holy Thursday. Enough Rasta, enough. All Rasta we never know where we go on. St. Thomas and all them places, they have to hide. It's not an easy road. It's not an easy road we travel for reach us so. That's why you don't have to figure out why we're going so. Why we're going so. Because the same system right now exists in a Jamaica. It just started coming a different way now. Yes, it coming a different way to make you feel like, say, you see, you know, people them start love Rasta. Watch those people because the mindset never changed. That is why them still have the King of England over them head. And that is why them still talk about the land belong to the government and nobody can go upon it unless. That is why them have a place named King's House, where the only king ever go in there is Haile Selassie. That is why we're there so now. I see what we are saying on the radio. 1963, Rasta get slaughtered in a Jamaica, man. And you know why I say it not so long ago? Because a whole heap of ones who go through it still alive today to tell the tale. Still alive to tell the tale. And them can't get it out of way again. No care how much time them say Haile Selassie dead. You know what I say? Haile Selassie dead, who now worship dead man. They wait there. Millions of people all over the world are worship a dead man named Jesus Christ. Millions of people are worship a dead man with them things that will come back. Nobody on earth I go there if the man they come back. It's an illusion and a confusion them put in the minds of the people them. 1966 Haile Selassie come here. And them couldn't believe it. We're going in at the airport and we traveled from the train. Them used to have train that travel from Kingston to Montego Bay. 1966. 3 years after the atrocities against Rasta take place. 3 years after. 1 year after independence. 1 year after independence. In the 1950s, was a man to send man go up a pinnacle where Owell did have him commune, self-sufficient. If Jamaica could have been like where Owell did have up a thing, would have been a better people them now. Burn down the place and disperse all the rest of them run up and down all over the place in the 50s. But we're still there. We're still there. We live it out. All the persecution and the words with them throw at we. The things that them say about Rasta. You know, so Rasta take on the data them. Rasta take on the data them. You think so on the data them will come back to, you know. Whole heap of youth rise up now and realize there's something wrong. How come them people they are sure with certain things we make you feel better than them people who supposed to be with parents are sure we want something and them so cruel and wicked. Cruel and wicked. And we come tell the people them about you better eat properly, you know. Cut down on certain things. Less time when we spend in hospital and doctor. We come show that to the whole Jamaica. So a brethren send for me for go to the Bahamas. Rasta brethren, elder brethren in the Bahamas. Rasta man did never so popular in them place there. But he was one of them who say, he must send for me. And we go down there, a whole heap of us sit down one night and police come in at the place where they and raid the place and carry the whole of we go to jail. I talk about Bahamas, you know, I talk about Jamaica now. Raid the place and carry the whole of we go to jail now and everybody inside there say this and I say that. And I realize that the youth them hold it in there. And Miami them did I go. Because them say a pastor from Duane Park tell them say them no, them can't get them in a Miami. And begin certain portion of money to get them in a Miami. And them yield to it. But when the boat reach Bahamas now, them did have to wait little. And I saw them come amongst the Rasta brethren when me did there. And them lock up the whole away and there's about 7 men in there and me did in there. Not the youth where the was the buy him, man. Them never hold him in the jail. And them trim all of the man them. Trim all of the man them. And the only reason I tell you, man, I remember them something there, you know, Rasta. That's why we go on, so, you know. The only reason why me never get trim, you know, is because the man asked me, which part me I stay and what me I do in the Bahamas. And I have to tell him, say, why am I saying I want hotel on the road? Him can't believe it. Him not believe you can say Rasta now going to them place there. Well, Rasta will get for going to them place there. I'm tell them say a compass point me all the time. Sly and Robbie them and Chris Blackwell and all of them man they used to do a compass point and make music. I'm say me want to go down there. I'm tell him say me go down a compass point. The man can't believe me. The big soldier man in him little khaki clothes and him little rod in him hand. Him take the rod and lift up my locks and ask me if they allow me upon the plane. If them allow me upon the plane that way there. Him say I must give me passport. When me give the man my passport, you know, and the man looking at the passport and say American visa in the passport. It's like him not believe it's my passport. Because him no know no Rasta. We have American visa. The man say, all right, them go drive me, go down at the hotel. To find out if I true me attack, and when I go down at the hotel, the man, them go at the hotel and them say, yes. Them see the name in the passport and see the name in them book say, yeah, that person there stay here. As some get let off, you know. But me I tell you, all the man attack where your ear can't grow back, your ear can't grow back. Me get ready for them kill me inside of the station, you know. Cause when me hear the man them ball out one at the back, when me look on the man them head, you know, Rasta, them shave the whole of the man them head, you know. And the youth them a ball. And me I said, no, this. I kill them if they kill me, you know. I don't care if my ear can't grow back, I kill them if they kill me. Well, fortunately, them let me go. And I say, you see how this a place, I would have never come back at this a place. I never know, say, years, maybe 15 years after, me end up I go back there with my band. I play one festival down the Bahamas there. And some of the people, them big people now, they might remind me, if me remember, say, me come down and so me say, so where the brethren, where they bring me down here? I'm saying, I'm still the boat, you know. Still the boat. Now, why me I tell that story is because nowadays things look different. And whole heap of man can't do what he want to do and behave what he want to behave. And recognize, him can't really say him a Rasta. And him no feel no pain. Him no go through no tears and blood, sweat and tears for this culture here. You still have man who live now, not like long time when you're reading a Bible, where you don't know nobody in the Bible. We are talking about living testimony. And that is really what happen anytime we have the Carol Garden anniversary, where some of the elders them who lived through it get up and talk about them experience in a 1963. Them the dead there is not something where you can't tape them voice. It's not something where you're reading a book where man can twist it around and turn it around. Them did experience the atrocity against the Rastafari community in a Montego Bay and in a further place. A man have to run, go in a bush and stay there. And all these things, like say some wild animal. So, why may I say it is that, yes, we can move up and down certain things, but the discrimination sinking at them heart. Men and people sinking at them heart. And even though them are going like, they would have preferred say we're not there. Yeah, they would have preferred say we're not there. That's why them still I tell you say, you have to look certain way. And I say the Rasta woman them not do them ear so you make it not look like locks. Because that is how them set it. Them say, all right, we accept the locks, you know, but we don't accept it as locks. As what they would have called dreadlocks. You have to fashion it and twist it and curl it and turn it and See all the man them now twist up them locks and set it up like woman. And some of them have it on them head like an locks. Because you appease the system we don't like what you think. Yeah, you start to appease the system. Them don't like how we think. So you see you twist round and turn round and this and that to suit them. It's madness. So we have to keep up the anniversary of that atrocity that was done to Rastafari, Virgin and Sister in 1963. Yeah, man, in 1963. I never come to Rasta in 1963. Whole heap of people there where they did there. The atrocity. When they made have to run left, Montego Bay, run go Westmoreland and stay there. Some people have to run left St. Thomas because it spread like wildfire, it spread. Like wildfire, it spread. And it's a serious, serious thing. And when you talk about reparation, it's not a joke thing. It's not only reparation for slavery, but for the atrocities that was perpetrated against Rastafari in 1963 during this time what them call Easter. Yes, them call it Easter, where them Lord and Savior Jesus Christ was crucified for your sin and my sins. And we still feel it even if you don't get crucified for it. We still feel it. The fangs of men and people, but innocent people who all them want to do is live a certain life. But because the life don't coincide with how them say supposed to live, them bring up all these madness and foolishness will make you feel like say you're outers. You don't have to feel like you're outers because now we say Rasta doctor, Rasta teacher, Rasta contribute, and them never know say who are still there. Normally, naturally, we shouldn't be there still. With all of them things that we got through, we shouldn't be there. We're supposed to fade into obscurity. But the more them fight, and the more Rasta spread. And Rasta spread all over the world now. Like all men and people pick me in a room. I claim to them a Rasta. Yeah, man. How much I never go a concert in Italy. You want to go a concert in Italy, you'd have frightened. You'd have frightened. The Roman youth them locks up. The other day I go to a festival and them have a boat. Why I have to laugh about it, you know. Them have a boat with pure Rasta paraphernalia in there, you know. And not one black man in there, not one black Rasta in there, you know. Pure white youth and white woman. And the whole of them locks. Whole of them locks. This is what them did afraid of. This is what them did afraid of. But them can't stop it again. Gone too far. So we will take a time signal. We'll take the time signal. You have to play something now because you get the time signal.
Make a plan to stay on top of your mortgage. Stick to it. Pay on time. The time by the NHD is...
Time is 4:07. Yeah, we just talk about it because this is the time of the year when we remember this atrocity upon the Rasta man them and the Rasta woman them and the Rasta people them in a Jamaica where you can't go to school if you have a locks by your head. And you get, even now, recently, in at this time, yeah, We hear say them not allowing Rasta in a school with locks because you have junjo in your head and lice. Well, I tell you, all. I mean, we see some Chinese youth and some Indian youth at go school with them here long down. Longer than any locks man, when we see in a school. Them can't go to school with it. Nobody now have claims say them have lice and junjo in them head. But we, black people, who we here grow like a tree, anyway it want go, it go. And we decide so we're going to make it grow like a tree. Anyway it want go. We must be persecuted for that. And after we are sure them says madness, and them claim say, well, no, Rasta must be persecuted for having locks at school. Them still do it, and the government still just keep back and watch it. It's like them take it for joke. Them say to the school, but within them know say the little technocrats them and the little Christian-minded female teacher them don't like Rasta. Especially the woman teacher them who go to church every Sunday. Them don't like Rasta. Them would prefer not to teach a Rasta youth. Yet still most Rasta youth excel. Most Rasta youth excel. That is without a doubt. The Rasta always come out up there. But yet still, they get persecuted because of a belief system. Yes, that is what them really are after. Them after your mind and your soul. That is what them after. And we see how for them mind and soul are go. We see what them doing to the system and the society. It don't allow we to be who our potential don't get to manifest itself in a very powerful way. But them use for them little religion and them little political ideology to suppress the minds of the people, them to keep them subservient to all of them want you do. And if you start to do something outside of it, you start to feel guilty. Because that is the thing of these people. They put something in front of you to make you feel guilty. And them is the worst, I want to say, criminal and sinners that you can find. Worse. And we are talking about a whole heap of them teacher in a school. Where you see them ear pressed down upon them head like what, and them wear long dress, and them everything them said, Lord Jesus Christ, please please forgive me. Lord Jesus Christ, going to church on Sunday and all them something there. And them is the ones who don't like Rasta more than everybody else. Yeah, them is the ones who don't like Rasta. Them would have preferred we get wiped off of the earth with the damn foolishness. Yeah, about Africa and Selassie and all them something to them. Well, why you stop say it? You're not going to stop hear it. You're not going to stop hear it. You're ready for me? All right. Good afternoon. We have Ivan Suarez on the line, organizer of this big circus. Wait, it was a long time on the day, man. Long time. Eh?
Yes. Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, it don't look like we're not going to leave. We don't have any time to leave.
No, not yet. Well, this is almost the last stop in Jamaica. Actually, we are in Portmore up to the 27th. So we invite all the people from Portmore to come and enjoy this family entertainment during this Easter period, you know?
Yes. So how long you been here now? How long you been here?
Like 4 months.
Yeah?
Yes, we've been in Kingston, Ocho Rios, Montego. You know, we always do a tour into the island.
Yes.
Okay? So we're gonna be in Portmore across JUTC until the 27th.
Okay.
So again, we have shows every day now this holiday. Good Friday and Monday, we want to have 2 shows, 5 and 8 p.m. Saturday, we'll have 2 shows, 5 and 8 p.m. Sunday, we have 3 shows, 2, 5 and 8 p.m. And during the week, we have 1 show at 7:30 p.m.
So it has been going good so far, right? I mean, that's why you're here so long.
Well, always Jamaica is we have good turnout on the island, you know. Always the Americans like this kind of family activities, you know. And we coming since the 70s to Jamaica, and the people always remember that.
Oh, it was in the 70s you came here.
Sorry?
It was in the 70s you came here.
Yeah, since the 70s, yes. Yeah. So we and sometimes we don't coming back in 6 years, 4 years, depend how far we are from the Caribbean, you know.
So where you go after you leave Jamaica? Which country?
After Jamaica, we go to Puerto Rico.
Okay, Puerto Rico. Okay.
Yes. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and then we continue the tour in the Caribbean. You know. But always Jamaica is a very important stop for us.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Always when we started the tour in the Caribbean, we always come to Jamaica.
So it's Portmore tonight. Is Portmore? I mean.
Yes, tonight we have 1 show at 7:30 p.m. Tomorrow and Saturday 2 shows, 5 and 8 p.m. Sunday we have 3 shows, 2, 5 and 8 p.m. Monday, it's a holiday. We have 2 shows, 5 and 8 p.m. 5 and 8 p.m. And during the week, 1 show at 7:30 p.m.
Okay, well.
Okay.
I know that it'll be packed because
again, we invite everybody to come in and enjoy it during this Easter period, okay?
Yeah. It's a holiday now, so everybody will come.
Yes, it's a holiday. It's a holiday.
It's a holiday,
take the opportunity to bring all the family and enjoy.
All right.
Have some fun, okay?
Yeah, give thanks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Remember the Suarez Brothers Circus in Portmore until the 27th.
Okay, 27th, okay.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
They're a long man. That means that things are going good for them. Believe you me. Long time them there. Okay, so we'll play this tune and I'm going to get to play it.
April 17, I am Patrice.
We continue to maintain optimum police presence in and around the general Walton Park Road area, because this is an area that we have seen an upsurge in crime coming from last year, and we are doing some monitoring within the space. We had a fatal shooting yesterday, and against that, we saw where Intel was reporting some alleged threats by some gang members to attack police officers, and we are in the area trying to at least maintain some assurance to the law-abiding citizens within the community, and of course to let these gangsters know that we are not deterred by any threats that they might want to send at this time, because we are more than prepared to defend ourselves using all lawful means against any threat force within these areas.
He said despite the threats, residents are able to move about freely.
Well, we have been in the area and we are not picking up that there is any fear from the residents. People are able to move about freely, and this is something that we will not disrupt. We'll continue to allow them to have free passage of way and to do their usual activities.
Area 4 Commander, Assistant Commissioner of Police Michael Phipps. And another alleged top-tier member of the notorious Sevens gang was shot and killed during an alleged confrontation with lawmen this morning. Dead is 24-year-old Kirk Holton, otherwise known as Sugar, of Picken Valley, Red Hills, and Walton Park, both in St. Andrew. Police say Holton had been implicated in multiple murders and shootings across the St. Andrew Central and South Police divisions. He was reportedly involved in a range of gang-related activities, including contract killings. Holton was also linked to the Kojipu murder in Kingston last November. According to reports at about 4:50 this morning, police conducted a targeted operation in Red Hills. During the operation, Holton allegedly confronted the police and was fatally shot. A .38 revolver, along with a magazine containing 3 cartridges, was found at the scene and seized by lawmen. Indicom is probing the matter. A 15-year-old boy was shot and killed along George Mason Drive in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew last evening. The deceased has been identified as Jeremy Morris of the community. Reported at about 8 p.m., Jeremy was walking along a dirt track when he was approached by armed men who opened fire, hitting him multiple times. Residents alerted the police, and upon their arrival, they found Jeremy suffering from gunshot wounds. He was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. And 4 people have been killed in St. Elizabeth since the start of the year. The latest incident occurred in Nain last evening. Dead is 29-year-old bar operator Letitia Green, otherwise called Latty, of Littitz in the parish. Reported at about 9:42 p.m., Green was near a bar when gunmen opened fire, hitting her and another woman. The 2 wounded people were taken to hospital, where Green was pronounced dead and the other woman treated. Investigations are ongoing. Meantime, Councillor for the Maysville Division, Leighton Smith, has expressed shock at the killing. He said he hopes that the perpetrators will be brought to justice.
Things were so quiet for the past couple of months. Since the year started, it was so quiet. Nobody heard anything about any violent behavior of anybody within the parish. But all of a sudden, this come out of nowhere. So it's really cause for concern. We just have to sit down and look at what's happening and to make sure that we can keep the murder rate down. Because murder is declining within the country, but where at St. Elizabeth, we can't afford to have it start going back up again. So just call upon the police to do some thorough investigation and to see if they can get to the bottom of this murder.
Councillor for the Maysville Division, Leighton Smith. The Manchester police say the arrest of wanted individuals and the seizure of firearms are the main factors contributing to the reduction of crime in the parish. Commanding Officer, Deputy Superintendent of Police Keir Duncan, says the parish is seeing a 49% reduction in major crimes in comparison to last year.
At the start of 2025, we are seeing a significant reduction in all categories of major crime. We are seeing a 64% reduction in our murders. We are seeing a 42% reduction in our shootings. And in a general way, all major crimes are down by 49%.
Speaking at the recent staging of the 10,000 Men and Families Movement March, DSP Duncan commended church leaders for organizing the event. Scores of church leaders and their congregants marched through the town of Mandeville in a show of solidarity. DSP Duncan said he welcomes the involvement of stakeholders in restoring peace in Manchester.
In all that we are doing and all that we hope to achieve in the parish of Manchester, we fully recognize that our stakeholders' engagement is paramount to us achieving our objectives. And so a march of this nature is fully supported and fully endorsed by the men and women of the Manchester Division.
He stated that his team will continue to work with residents and stakeholders to ensure that crime continues to trend downward in the parish.
Our intelligence-led operations across the parish have seen us taking into custody 5 wanted persons wanted within the Manchester Division, as also persons who are wanted in other jurisdictions. We have so far recovered 5 illegal firearms and in excess of 45 assorted rounds of ammunition. We will continue to work with our communities and our stakeholders to ensure that Manchester remain on the positive path that it has been since the start of 2025.
Head of the Manchester Police Deputy Superintendent Kerry Duncan. The court case involving Bauxite Company Windalco relating to a fish kill in the Rio Cobra 6 years ago has been put off until September. This as when the matter was called up in the St. Catherine Parish Court today, Attorney-at-Law Jacqueline Samuels Brown, who is representing UC Rizal, the operators of Windalco, was unavailable. Meantime, Assistant Director of Public Prosecutions Dwayne Green told the court that after reviewing the case file submitted by the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA, it was determined that more documents are needed. In an interview with RFM News, President of Environmental Lobby Group Friends of Rio Cobre, Kirsten Gordon, said the court instructed the prosecution to make full disclosure to the defense by June 30. The case will resume on September 11.
The DPP having recovered the case from NEPA and having subjected to review have determined that certain new evidential material should be submitted in the trial and new witnesses called forward as part of the presentation by the DPP. And so the matter has been adjourned. The agreement is that the new evidence should be handed over to the defense on or before the 30th of June so that the defense can prepare itself for the trial on the 11th of September 2025.
President of Lobby Group Friends for Rio Cobre, Kirsten Gordon. In 2019, an alleged effluent spill from Windalco caused a fish kill in the river, adversely impacting the livelihood of fisherfolk and residents of several communities in the area. NEPA conducted a probe, resulting in Windalco being served enforcement notices for breaches of the Wildlife Protection Act.